Hey everyone, back at it. Got a little bit addicted to City Skylines for a little bit there, I'm not going to lie. But I've been thinking of, while I was doing that, I've been thinking of what I wanted to do with the channel. And I've really wanted to get back into doing a long-term PvP progression series. So I was sort of thinking of what I should do it with, and I was leaning towards bow, because on the bow my aim is complete ass. Like, complete ass. And around that time, I was thinking about going bow. I had one of the best bow players I've seen, Kaz, offer to help me kind of get better, offer some tips, and he also said that he offered me a spot with him and his Dex group in Wars, and so I was like, took that as a sign to pick that bow up and start the progression series. So here we are, day one. So by day two, I finally got my featherweight set on. So that really helped with survivability quite a lot. So that was helping. And then also I changed my reticle color to red. I tried green, but I found like red just really stood out, and it was just like super helpful in actually landing some of those shots, especially when people were like quite hard, like quite far away. So you can see a good example of that here. So I'm trying to hit this guy that's like bloody miles away. And like, because the reticle's red, I know it just sort of really helps me line up the shots. You gotta realize that I don't have the best aim in the world. And this like really just helped me get some of those shots on them. My addiction to City Skylines 2 may have lingered for a little bit longer than I wanted it to. So for the next day or two, I may have been playing this. But then I was back into New World. Yeah, so one of the biggest improvements was definitely using that red, changing the reticle color. Changed my DPI down to 821 in-game sensitivity. So that was helping. Still, at this point, getting quite low kills in OPRs though, averaging around 3 to 4. Also needing to improve on my
I think I've always said that.
Also needing to improve on my rapier gameplay a little bit more, because I'm leaning a little too heavily on the bow. So I need to definitely improve on that as well. Alright, on day 4, the next big thing that helped was using the crouch, the quick double crouch to get your heavy attack. You can see me do it here. See, I crouch, then come back up, and then it's instantly into a heavy attack. And then, of course, when you're firing heavy attacks, you're more likely to hit, and then also do more damage. And then you can follow it up with a actual attack. So you can see it. I do it again here. I dodge, duck, and then it goes straight into a heavy attack. And that's when I hit him and kill him. So yes, I highly recommend the double crouch and the reticle change. So in these early days, I did notice every day that my aim was getting better. It just wasn't reflecting in my kills, but I could tell that I was hitting shots much better than I was in the previous days. Like when I changed the reticle color, when I was doing the bobs and the double crouch, I could definitely notice that I was hitting way more, but unfortunately at this point it still really wasn't reflecting in my kills overall. Day 5 was a bloody shit show. I almost went back to melee. I don't want to talk about it. It was a day I'd rather forget. Are they a healer? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I figured that my aim is just shit. So anything that's going to help me improve on that is going to give me some good fundamentals to build on. So with that said, I started a Kovaaks aim training program to do over the next, well, for however how long. I guess it's for like, from here on out, I'm going to be doing about an hour a day. So every day I've been doing a little bit of Kovaaks just to help with the aim. Now, I'm highly aware people are going to say, oh, the best thing you can do is just play bow and all that kind of stuff, but I kind of see it as like training before a practice, you know, like if you're like a basketball player, it's like shooting hoops, you know, it's just like honing some of those skills. So we'll see how it goes, and I will report back as to whether I think it's working. And I don't know if it was placebo or what, but I almost could tell instantly that after doing sessions on Kovaaks, I was like hitting shots that I was missing before. I just felt like I was hitting, I felt like I was hitting more. It was kind of weird. So I feel like the Kovaaks definitely does help with me like landing shots and stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely continue on with it and see how it goes. And then the other thing that I adopted was using, I started using rain of arrows. I was using evade shot, but I feel like rain of arrows is really good at securing the kill. The reason I hadn't used it before is because I wanted to improve my aim and I didn't want to be firing big AoE skills, but the fact of the matter is, sometimes when you want to finish people off, it's nice to have a big fat AoE you can jump right on top of them. Plus, like, it hits really, really freaking hard. So I started using rain of arrows, that helped. And I started using Kovaaks. Changed the color of my reticle, lowered down my DPI, all these sort of little changes helped, you know. You can see there with that rain of arrows how I finished him off. So in slow motion, he's running away, just drop a big rain of arrows on him and it's sayonara. And this actually works. My number in kills in OPR jumped up quite a lot after doing some of those changes. So I've been recording every time I do an OPR, I record the number of kills that I get. So this is the average number of kills per day for the OPR, and you can sort of see that it was kind of like stagnating there for the first 6 days. I sort of started this a little bit later in the piece, so this is why this is for 10 days. But you can see that it sort of stagnates for the first 6 days, and then all of a sudden when I brought in when you see the jump is after I started doing Kovaaks, and also after I had brought in the Rain of Arrows. And so you can see, like, my number of kills almost doubled. Now, I don't want to, like, you know, I want to be kind of upfront and honest, so that is the average, but I did get quite a few OPRs that I was getting, like, you know, between 10 to 15 kills. But even if I have a short OPR that lasts 2 minutes long, that we get ruffle stomped and I get 0 kills, I include it because I want to be honest, and I want to be upfront with my kills, because the minute you start going, no, I don't want to include that OPR, it doesn't really count, you know, I didn't really do anything, it wasn't long enough, that's when things get a little bit biased. So yeah, this includes all the shitty OPRs I did as well. But you can, anyway, take home message here is clearly you can see big improvements through some of these strategies. Anyway, only time will tell the story of whether I can actually get better. My aiming is absolutely terrible, always has been, so I'm thinking I'm in this for the long haul. We're talking about months to get better, but I will record it all here, and we can watch the progression together. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will show my build video now. But thank you everyone. Fucking fuck. Alright, I'm just going to quickly go through the gear. Now, just bearing in mind that I am prepping for next season when I'm going to be using the bow artifact. Hence the reason I am using lightning harnessing on all of my gear. So, I'm upgrading this bow tomorrow. Hey, I've just come out from the Iron Man, so I had to wait 3 days to get all the things that I need. So I'm still running this bow, but I'm going to upgrade that bow tomorrow, and I'll put an attunement on it when it gets to 700 gear score. But obviously I'm going to be replacing this with the artifact when it comes out, which will be lightning. And then I'm using this rapier, omnidirectional evade, rogue, and keen. For the armor, I'm using featherweight as my artifact for my chest. Again, I changed it to lightning harnessing. Featherweight is really good. It was either going to be that or tumbler boots. From my understanding and talks with top bow people, featherweight is probably better all round for everything, whereas tumbler boots are better for like 1vxing and dueling. But featherweight seems to be better across the board, but there's not too much difference between them, and so that's why I thought I'd go featherweight, since it seems to be good in all situations. I decided to go for freedom because I just wanted that little bit of extra CC immunity. Other than that, I would have gone if I wasn't going to stack freedom, it would have been refreshing. So I basically have tried to go for lightning harnessing and elemental aversion on every piece, and then try to get freedom for the third perk when I'm not getting the weapon buff. So I've got elemental aversion, lightning harnessing, and freedom on the head. I've got lightning harnessing, elemental aversion, and power and explosive bow on the gloves. I've got lightning harnessing, shaking energy, and elemental aversion on the legs. And I've got lightning harnessing, elemental aversion, and freedom on the feet. I'm using, at the moment I haven't got the Ankh, so I'm using this Endless Thirst until I get it. And then I've got this ring which is really good with lightning damage on it, plus Invigorated Punishment and Hardy. And then, Stamina Recovery, Health, and Thrust Protection for the amulets. In terms, I'm usually, when I'm running out, eat food. So when I go into an OPR, I'll have 100 con, 150 intelligence, 350 dex. And my bow tree looks like this. So you can just copy that. And my rapier tree looks like that. And yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. And tune in. I'll be giving weekly rundowns on how it's all going. Cheers.